In breaking news just minutes ago, US President Donald Trump announced a ceasefire, a 10-day truce between Lebanon and Israel, following a call he held with the Lebanese president on one side and the war criminal Israeli prime minister on the other. Trump has added this war to the 9 wars whose nature no one truly understands, but he claims he stopped 9 wars and this is the 10th. He said he would invite the Lebanese president and the Israeli occupation's prime minister, Netanyahu, to the White House. The truce will last for 10 days. There will be a cessation of hostilities from Israel. The launching of rockets by Lebanese Hezbollah will be halted. Here, the United States is now stating that it has effectively removed Lebanese Hezbollah from the political equation and is currently engaging directly with the Lebanese state following the significant meeting that took place under American patronage in Washington last week. Mark Rubio and Steve Witkoff are going to be leading the negotiations. Donald Trump is extremely optimistic that this crisis will soon come to an end. This war, he is confident, will end. Benjamin Netanyahu, according to urgent breaking news, is currently holding a series of calls with ministers in the Israeli cabinet. His stated goals have not yet been fully achieved. He has not yet managed to destroy Hezbollah, nor has he dismantled its entire missile system. He failed to establish the buffer zone south of the Litani, and he did not provide security for the northern settlers, just as Bezalel Smotrich had been proclaiming. We would make southern Lebanon just like Gaza. What has occurred just now is that there is a ceasefire. What exactly does this ceasefire truly signify for Lebanon? Thank God they will finally be able to breathe a sigh of relief. The Israeli aggression will finally come to a halt. The war will cease for a temporary period until we can observe what unfolds during these upcoming 10 days. The second point for Lebanon, Hezbollah's weapons will be on the table. Either Hezbollah surrenders its weapons or war will return. And the pressure will come from the United States, from the Lebanese government and army, and from the Israeli occupation, all within the next 10 days. For Israel, this is a fresh blow because their objectives were not achieved in Iran, nor were they achieved in Lebanon. Israeli aggression is the only thing they know how to do consistently: assassinating leaders, destroying land, pursuing a scorched earth policy, occupation, and bombing civilians. This is what they know how to do, and this is what they will continue to do indefinitely. However, regarding military objectives, he accomplished absolutely nothing, neither in eliminating Hezbollah nor in eliminating Iran. For the United States of America, it's a very useful bargaining chip in negotiations. He will use it to pressure Iran even more. Trump will tell them, I stopped the ceasefire in Lebanon, just as you were requesting. Let's see about the Strait of Hormuz. What will you give me there? Let's see about its nuclear program. How exactly will you negotiate with me on that? We have demands in the United States. You have now taken an important demand, which is Lebanon. Let's see what Iran will present. For Iran, this is certainly considered a victory because it forced the United States of America and Israel into a ceasefire, even if Hezbollah wasn't involved in this particular round. However, perhaps in the next few hours, we might hear an announcement about a second round of negotiations with Iran. Perhaps Iran and its stance will be more flexible in the negotiations after the war in Lebanon has stopped for 10 days. The next 10 days will very likely bring an extension of the Iranian-American truce, which is set to expire on April 21st. It might be extended until the end of these 10 days in Lebanon, and we'll see what the American-Iranian negotiations will lead to. We all sincerely wish for this war to cease and for a comprehensive ceasefire agreement to be declared, one that safeguards the nations of our people in the Gulf and protects the vital facilities of our people in the Gulf, and also preserves Iran's steadfastness and its people, who had absolutely no part or stake in this American-Israeli aggression, and that humiliates Israel along with the United States of America and will make them retreat utterly humiliated and completely defeated once again, since they will have failed to achieve any of their objectives. If there's one constant, it's that a faction like Hezbollah stood firm until the very last moment for a ceasefire against a criminal faction or regime like the United States of America. The Israeli occupation has proven for the 1000th time that they have no loyalty, no trust, and will exploit any opportunity to attack a new Arab nation. Now the ball is in the court of Arab regimes and Arab states. If this war subsides, we must all rethink and reassess our relationship with the United States on one hand and with Israel on the other.